Right then, I've got another tackle review for you. It's another rod review. Now I've been asked if I do another review, but on a different rod that I use. It's my 2.25s, Free Spirit, High S, Big Waters. Now, I've got 3 of these rods, 2 are fishing, and I've got the spare one out of the bag for you to have a look at. It's full cork handle is this one. Now these are a custom built again. I mean, they're not cheap on Free Spirit. These are about 300 quid as a standard build, because I've had a longer handle. From here to there is 19 inches, so it's just right for me when I'm casting long distance. Plus I don't like a lot of writing on my rods. I don't know if you can see, that's all it's got, just a high S. You turn it over, got my initials, which is also the serial number of the rod, and well, if you can see there, that's rod number 3. Is that one? So they're pretty similar to the Harrison Torexes. The difference is these rods are obviously they're a little bit heavier. They're more of they're 2.25. The other one's only 1.7. Things with it. What attracts me to Free Spirit is not the way they look. It's more about the blank, which, if you're into your rod, you know a good blank is better than, you know, if you go and buy a cheap rod and you buy an expensive rod. In my opinion, you can tell the difference straight away the way it casts. With these rods, you'll see me casting in just a second. You'll see me casting, and the things with these rods, even though they're a light test curve rod, they still snap back straight because of the carbon. It's a 1K weave. A 1K weave. It goes all the way through to the top section. I'll show you the 1K weave. You know, if you can see, some of you might have not, you know about it, and some of you do. That's like a funny, like crisscrossy, quite smallish little squares along the blank. That's a 1K weave, and it goes right through the rod. These rods are very light. Pretty much all I use them for is my bream fishing. Even though they're a 2.25, they've still got a soft tip, so you're not worried about, you know, losing a fish because it's not going to bust you off if you've only got a light hook link on. I mean, the hook links I'm using, they're only an 8-pound hook link. The fluorocarbon, but the braid, they're a 10-pound. But I know if I use the 8-pound hook link fluorocarbon, I know I'm not going to have any issues with it because it's still soft, but you can also cast a long way with them. On a good day I can get over 100 yards with this rod, not a problem. That's on a good day. That's just with a lead setup, helicopter style. That's where I want to be. And the good thing about these rods, you can scratch them. You're not gonna do any damage to them because they're like scratch resistant. The durable blank finish, they call that. This is 11 foot. I mean, I also like the stainless steel. It's like a point. And on the reel seat, you've got an isotope there. And even the reel seat's carbon. You know, you can even when you're casting around, if you just got a lead on, you can feel the bottom so much better with that reel seat because and the carbon, it vibrates so much better through the rod. It is, you know, you listen to people who make these and you sell it, you think, yeah, and then you get a set, you think, oh, bloody hell, he's right, you know. And it is a really a good set of rods. I won't use them for my tench fishing. These are just solely for my bream fishing. And if I've got to do long range work for, say if I want to go for some carp fishing one day, I'll still use these. Even though they're soft, I can still get a distance. The test curve to me is only how much you can cast with. You can catch a 50 pounder on one of these. You're not going to have a problem. It's not going to snap. It's not going to do anything bad to you. You'll still get the fishing. It'll just take a little bit longer, and you'll probably get the fishing more often than not because of the softer tip, because it protects your hook link. Oh, here we are. And the other thing I have to do when I get them custom, I always get a little line mark there, a foot up from the stainless, which is actually stainless, so it's a foot marker. Just if I need to, when I tend to mark up my rods, I with the elastic, I always tie it on there first, and I always leave it on that spot. Always. I don't know why. So you don't have to travel through the rings. If you're with me, so you don't slow the cast down. It always stops there. It's just how I prefer it, really. I mean, people put it to the spigot. Some people put it to the end of the rod, at the end of the eye, which to me it has to go through the line. You know, and if you don't cast it hard enough, you might just struggle getting to the position where you want it to be. But that's pretty much it really about these rods. So they're not cheap, they're very good. I mean, the Harrison rods, if I'm honest, I think they're probably a better rod, an all-round rod at the 1.7. The only thing is between them is the price difference really. Harrison are a little bit cheaper, but you're getting probably the same quality rod, if not better. But the Free Spirit, you can't knock these. I mean, I've had them a long time. I've had these about 2 years, these ones. These were an upgrade from my CS's, which I had about 5-6 years, which that's the next range down is the S range. And they were a £2 test curve rod. They were just a bit too soft, so I came up a stage, got something a bit more stiffer, something a bit more better for casting. These have got 30mm ringing, as you can see. It's got 8 rings on it plus the tip, well, it's 7 rings plus tip equals 8. And the reel I use is the old 5500. And it's just a perfect fit. You know, it balances well. The reel's light. I can get good distance with it. So for my bream fishing, long range bream fishing, or big feeder fishing, I use these, the Free Spirit 2.25 big waters on the highest range.